Evening. Time is about 7:43. I guess I'm done with work for the day. I'm currently preparing for tomorrow's video. Then I'll have my dinner, then go for a walk, call it a day. Today was easy. I was supposed to be out of the office. I was supposed to be out of the office by 1 p.m. But I would say most of my day was heavily distracted, basically. Woke up in the morning. I made a video. I think I made a video on 3 steps beginners can make to become anti-fragile. From there, I went to the gym. From the gym, I came back. Today's gym session was not so heavy because I have made some form of decision to go extremely heavy on not go extremely heavy on weight these days because I'm not a bodybuilder. My fitness is more for practicality than excess, or I'll say useful exuberance, or show off. Is more for practicality. So that's the way my workout went today. Got back. I had about 90 minutes to do a client's work because over the weekend I intentionally did not touch his work. Intentionally. Yeah, I quickly did that. Then about 9:30, I had a normal Monday stand-up meeting with my co-founder and the secretary. The meeting was I'll say super productive. Basically, we were able to bounce ideas. And just today we kind of explained our new compensation package for the salespeople. Seeing that one of the salespeople now claims that she can do outreach and she heavily wants to do outreach. So I agreed with her. I agreed to her using her account for the outreach. So she's coming in tomorrow, and the goal tomorrow is to optimize her page to look like she's working with T'Challa and everything. I'll also tell her to tell people to join the LinkedIn page while content is still. That's true. I'll need to look at the company's LinkedIn page. Then while I was doing that, I received an impromptu call saying that a meeting has been scheduled for tomorrow, 1 p.m. That's today, 1 p.m. And I was surprised because I was not told. Then I've been trying to set up my studio for a while now, but I think everything is coming into place bit by bit. So in my studio, I want to create this kind of partition because I also want to use that place as a store for a lot of things. I want to use it to store my food. So my food is going to be there. A lot of content equipment is also going to be there. So while I create like this black curtain, I have my quote unquote my content room. Also have some backdrops and everything. Just something that is much more practical. So that's something I'm aiming towards. It's a cheap solution, but I just feel like doing it because it's a way of just making the place lit so I can always feel good creating content there. I'll be making my podcast more active almost every Saturday. It's not a podcast just basically a podcast still documenting the thought process of I and me and my friends. And since I want to make content a major part of my life, content that helps men become quote unquote well-rounded, I aim to be creating almost every day. So that was the first step. I paid for the partitioning, which was not cheap. Trust me, this thing was not cheap at all. I was considering going for a cheaper option, but on the other hand, I asked myself, why go for a cheaper option? I mean, you should go for what's practical. So I went for that option. I went for the more expensive option, and seeing the fact that, well, what's the worst case scenario is it's gonna happen. So I'm also trying to make the place conducive for photographers to come in. So I'm also getting a backdrop very soon and some extra lights because like I said, content is going to be a lot of things. It's going to be a heavy part of my life and my business. So the startup is also going to aim to do content, a lot of content coming up very, very soon. The contest coming up very, very soon. We kind of like want to see how we can make it fun also. So that took my day because I had to go and sell some items so I can be able to quote unquote afford to pay the guy. So I think after selling the items, I and my brother were to split the money equally. Apparently, I think this is where the point of respect comes in. Because in Africa, we have this culture of respecting your elder ones. So from the very onset, my brother knew that we can't go 50-50. So I'm the elder brother, I go 60, he goes 40. But after seeing the price, and these guys were going to purchase this item, what we finally agreed to do was what he said was that it'd be very difficult to now make it 50-50. But now he needs way more money than he's getting. So instead, the irony is that we went about 55-45. So he took the 55, I took the 45. And I did that because, one, he said he needed money desperately. Which obviously I also need money, but I felt like he gave me that respect. And this is also how I think people should keep respect, by also respecting the other person. Because without respecting the other person, your respect can go out the window. And I'm super grateful because having someone to respect you is a lot. It's a lot. It should not be taken for granted. Never, ever, ever be taken for granted. So I'm very grateful with the fact that he was able to respect me. Like I said, I'll be forever grateful. So that's it. So we came back. I transferred his money. I paid for the items tomorrow. Man, the money I paid was still not enough, but what can I do? Then hopefully the items get installed. And there's this issue of cutting costs. Because the person who gave a bill for the items, he gave a very, very outrageous bill. And after doing my findings and everything, this is why I say sometimes if you really want to, sometimes some things come at a cost. In a bid to get the cheaper price. I mean, like to get a cheaper price of about 50%, up to 50% reduction, I spent about 3 to 4 hours. But to me, trust me, it was worth it because if I had not done that reduction, I would have gone for the way cheaper option. Mind you, the cheaper option is still cheaper than a 50% reduction. So what that means is it should have been 4 times cheaper. But yet, I'll still get similar results. So that's something that I was very practical to consider. So that being said, also they kept on trying to sell me this idea that if I use this product, it will be more durable, it will be more attractive, and I could easily sell. I could easily remove the item when I'm leaving this place. But no, I don't intend to. I believe that when I'm leaving this place, whoever is coming up next should see a place better than what I met. Because I feel that's how life is. Like them, if they want it, good. If they don't want it, no problems. I take it and I move. Because I know how much I've spent on this apartment, despite the fact that it's not mine. But I kind of feel like I should treat it like it's mine, where everything is done with intentions, thinking that it is mine. Because it's like when I have a business and I give people business to manage, I would believe I would want them to act that the business is also theirs. So same way, if I have apartments and properties, I would love the people to organize themselves in a way that they treat it like it's theirs. And that's why I'm taking this approach of, if you're coming to work for me, rather for me in your mind, you're working with me more than you're working for me. And that's the impression I'm trying to create in Africa, that we should create this environment where the best people get to thrive. Although I've seen that recently, I may not have been living to that expectation, but I'm slowly progressing towards it. Because if I had not gotten this feedback from my staff today, or rather last week, I may have been going well thinking all was well, but in their minds, I'm probably a terrible boss. Like I said, we all learn every day. And this is why I say people should not take things personal, because sometimes I've seen that, first of all, if you can watch a video, if you have not seen that video where I say people should not take things personal. One is, these guys had everything that they basically needed from me. So today, I asked them to give me a report on what they did today. I couldn't see any reports. I logged into my LinkedIn account and I'm yet to see any progress that she's actually doing. So I'm intentionally keeping quiet. Let's see if she's comfortable with the compensation plan. After all, we have made the compensation in such a way that the more effort you put in, the more the results come out. And trust me, we are here to guide you along that effort. And apparently, it seems I may also have to join the outreach and everything. Oh, mind you, so the meeting that was scheduled for 1 p.m. got cancelled. And I was beginning to think if my time can be toyed around with this. But so today I plan to make short form content, which I did not. I did not, because for some strange reasons, when the body does things that it's not comfortable with, it begins to throw up ideas that seem super important. So I think tomorrow morning I want to make my content in the broad daylight, because I prefer I think that'll be better. Let's see how it goes. Tomorrow, my topic for tomorrow or tomorrow's content will be around I'm just going through the topics in my head. I think why you need an alter ego. Yep. We all need why we need an alter ego. Yeah. Okay. You need an alter ego. Yeah. So that'll be my video for tomorrow. Hopefully I get on the camera, I speak for about 5 to 6 minutes, drop that video, then make a short form, actual short form for that. So I'll still have the idea in my head. Basically just churn out good content, then go to the gym, give it to my video editor, and he chops it up, gives me back, and we're good to go. So I'll be dropping more. Then I just took today to just randomly optimize my page. Like I said, the brain has a way of distracting us. So I'm going to try to make those things early in the morning, where my brain doesn't have so much excuses to give as to why it can't get those things done. So I really want to end it here so I can eat, plan my day, go on a walk, review my plans for tomorrow, and then go to bed. So thank you very much for tuning in. Talk to you soon, and bye for now.